Hello everybody. Um, I'm Vijay Krishna. Introduction to control rectifiers on power electronics. Today's lecture on introduction to control rectifiers. Here, if you observe basic diagram of the regulated power supply, before going to that is before going to any rectifier. Once if you observe the regulated power supply, here within the diagram, if you observe AC input has been given. AC input has been given, that is a sinusoidal input towards the transformer. From the transformer towards the rectifier has been given. This is nothing but the rectifier circuit actually. The rectifier is consisting of, it is a switch, nothing but it is a converter circuit. Rectifier is nothing but a converter circuit which is consisting of diodes or thyristors. Here if you observe, before going to study about the thyristors, first we have to observe about the diodes. That is, a diode is nothing but a switch which converts here diode rectifier. If you observe from the diode rectifier onwards, if you observe a sinusoidal input has been given, that is whatever the transformer output with the required magnitude towards the rectifier input, required amplitude or the magnitude value. Or suppose the AC input is to be 230 volts, the required voltage is to be suppose it should be a 24 volts or it should be a 110 volts. 230 volts AC input has been given and the output is to be a 110 volts. Here, if you observe, it is a step down transformer with the AC output, AC input, AC output, which is getting here. Here, with respect to the AC input towards the rectifier circuit, the rectifier is to be given as an output towards the filter. Nothing but this is nothing but the rectifier output. Here, with respect to the sinusoidal supply given, therefore, only positive half cycle of the supply has been considered. Positive half supply. Here, if you observe, the negative half supply voltage is to be coming towards the positive half cycle. That is, here it is a full wave rectifier. If you observe, it is a full wave diode rectifier. Here, with respect to this one, a filter has been provided. Nothing but how the output should be like this. The rectifier output should be like this. If you consider an average value of the rectifier, therefore this is nothing but the output. Here, if you observe, with respect to the filter has been added, the filter which filter out the ripples, filters the ripples, what we are getting here from the rectifier output, that it will be ripples, wherever the ripples we are getting from the rectifier output is rippled, and therefore a an output filter, the output has been given. That is nothing but this one. If the average it should be means it should be like this. Therefore, the filtered output has been given towards the regulator. This regulator is nothing but what amount of, what amount of required voltage is to be produced from the input towards the output. Nothing but V input. If you observe here V output, V input means it should be, suppose it should be 110 volts. It should be lower than value. Okay. Therefore, the regulator which regulates the voltage value, and what about the filter output should be getting is to be a steady state value, that is a DC supply which is shown on the constant magnitude. Here, the amount of the supply of a AC supply of sinusoidal waveform which is shown here, sinusoidal supply is converted to direct DC. That is nothing but it is nothing but a complete rectifier. Here, that rectifier which converts the input AC input voltage to DC output voltage. Here we are using that semiconductor diodes. Nothing but within the rectifier we are using that semiconductor diodes. They are used which are used in extensively in power electronic circuits for conversion of power from AC to DC. For in a power electronic circuits, here we are using that for conversion purpose of a power from AC to DC. Here semiconductor diodes are using. Here a rectifier employing diodes. If you observe here, it is a rectifier. If it is employed with a diode as a switch, diode as a switch. That is, a rectifier employing with the diodes is nothing but uncontrolled rectifier. Here, there is no control over this rectifier, and the output voltage is to be getting a constant magnitude. Whatever the AC supply is to be converted into this one, nothing but output waveforms has been getting half wave or a full wave. If you observe here, the rectifier means here there is no control on that particular switch or a device. There is no control. Next, if you observe, after that, the filter is to be placing to repel the, to filter out the ripples. An LC filter, inductor capacitor, has been added here within the filter. The LC filter, which filter out the ripples, what we are occurring here after the before the rectifier output. That is nothing but the diode circuit rectifier. A diode is nothing but a uncontrolled switch. There is no another terminal to control that particular anode to cathode supply. Therefore, the diode rectifiers are uncontrolled rectifiers. Here, this is nothing but the block diagram of the regulated power supply. Next one, if you observe, this is also another one of the same with a step up value. Actually, in previous it should be 220 by 110. It is now say 110 by 220. Both are same. The transformers are placed. After the transformer, rectifier is used. After the rectifier, a filter has been placed. After the filter, a voltage regulator, and towards the load. Here, what about the total AC input which is giving here is to be converted into a DC supply. That is nothing but a rectifier circuit is nothing but which converts an AC power input towards the DC output voltage. Here also, if you observe a charging device, this is nothing but the AC voltage source. This is nothing but the AC voltage source, and AC output has been getting here. After that, a transformer and a rectifier unit, and at the same time filter. This is nothing but one of the application, charging device. These are all having different applications. We are having different applications for conversion purpose. Here, if you observe the waveforms at various points in regulated power supply, here we are having that sinusoidal supply and also this is nothing but the next, and it is nothing but the, after that we are getting that this is nothing but the sinusoidal input. After that we are the rectified one, it is nothing but the rectified one, and we are after filter output, and it is nothing but the DC output. Here, a rectification is a process of converting the alternating quantity of a voltage or a current into corresponding direct quantity of a voltage or current. The input to a rectifier is AC, whereas its output is a unidirectional or DC. Is a rectifier. Rectifier is an electronic device which is used for converting an electron quantity into unidirectional quantities, and block diagram has been observed here also previously. Need of rectification. Actually, what is the purpose of using rectification? That is, every electronic circuit such as amplifiers needs a DC power source for its operation. This is one of a small example. In electronic side, if you come across towards the power electronics, they are also having that power supply has been increasing. Nothing but power supply has been increasing means If you go for 110 volts, 220 volts, or it should be 440 volts. Even if you come across these power diodes or a power diodes or power transistors, if you observe, here they are going from thousands of volts. Nothing but kilovolts and kiloamperes are observed. There's nothing but here every electronic circuit such as amplifiers needs a DC power source for its operation. This DC voltage has to be obtained from AC supply. For this AC supply has to be reduced and it stepped down first using a step down transformer and then converted to DC by using a rectifier. Here, if you observe how many types of uh, rectifiers we are having here, before that, for all the rectifiers, they are using the diodes as a switches. Those are the uncontrolled switches. We are having different types of the switches also, different types of diodes also. That is the general purpose diodes, Schottky diodes, Zener diodes, like this. Here, if you observe, all the rectifier consisting of uncontrolled switches of diodes. Here, we are having types of rectifiers. Those are half wave rectifier and also the full wave rectifier. Here again the full wave rectifier, we are having two types, that is a full wave rectifier with a center tap transformer and a full wave bridge rectifier. If you observe one by one, half wave rectifier and also the full wave rectifier, within the half wave rectifier, if you observe, AC input has been given. This is nothing but a source of AC symbol, which is the AC supply has been given towards the input of a transformer. Either it is a step up or step down transformer, but it's shown in the equal ratio of transformers. They are mostly preferred for step down transformers. Therefore, AC input has been given to the transformer primary and secondary has side. After that, we are giving that towards the diode switch. Here, the diode is connected. The diode is connected towards the resistor circuit. Here, that is nothing but the load value. It is nothing but the load resistance. Here, with respect to the, if you observe the waveforms, output waveforms, here AC input has been given. AC input has been given with a sinusoidal supply. Sinusoidal supply. What about the output waveform? If you observe the output waveforms, here for a nothing but this is nothing but the sinusoidal waveform. Here we are getting. Here we are getting. With respect to the sinusoidal waveform, here we are getting, that is nothing but anode and also this is the cathode. Here anode is more positive with respect to cathode. Therefore, for positive half cycle, what should happen? The diode is to be turned on. The diode is to be turned on. Therefore, for a positive half cycle, we are getting what about the magnitude, amplitude is having in the AC input. Therefore, the DC output is also we are getting nothing but across the load resistance. We are getting that a DC output value is to be same as that of the AC input. That is a sinusoidal manner. Here, that is nothing but the rectified one, a rectified voltage. But if you observe, this is the one cycle we considered as a first cycle. If you observe, it is nothing but a first cycle. Here, like that, if a negative half cycle has given, if you observe, the AC output of a transformer has been given with a negative half cycle supply. Therefore, anode is more negative with respect to cathode. Therefore, the switch is to be in an open condition, turn off position. Therefore, there is no amplitude here. That is nothing but the output should be 0. After that, we are getting the again negative positive half cycle. Nothing but this is nothing but 50 cycles per second. If you consider, that is a 50 cycles per second the frequency considering. Therefore, the 50 number of within the cycles we are getting 100 positive cycles. Like that, we are getting the average value. We are getting the average of the DC should be, we are getting across the RL load resistance. That is nothing but the half wave rectifier. Next one, this is nothing but the full wave rectifier with a full wave center tap transformer. We are having two types of a full wave rectifiers. Those are nothing but the center tap transformers using center tap transformer and also bridge rectifier, full wave bridge rectifier. Here shown that with a center tapped full wave rectifier. full wave rectifier. This is nothing but previously is a half wave rectifier. Within the half wave rectifier, only positive half cycle is considered. After that, for a full wave rectifier, the sinusoidal input has been given with a positive half cycle. Therefore, here, what about the secondary of the transformer winding has been make it a center tapping. This is nothing but the center tap. Here, this is a positive, negative, and also this is a positive, negative with respect to the coil. If you consider with respect to that is nothing based upon the polarity. Okay, here we are used with two switches, two diodes, D1 and also D2. D1 from one side and also D2 from one side. Here, from the center tab, from the diodes outputs of a D1 and D2, if you observe, a resistive load has been connected here. And the leaving end, current leaving end is to be connected towards the center tap transformer. Here, if you observe, when the positive half cycle has been given, what happens? When the positive half cycle has been given of a sinusoidal supply, what should be happen? With respect to the positive half cycle of the sinusoidal supply, here, center tap transformer, here, if you observe the positive half cycle with respect to the positive supply, here I'm not showing with a sinusoidal waveform, but if you imagine here with respect to the positive half supply, here for a positive half cycle, first diode D1 has to conduct. Diode D1 has to conduct. Why? Because the positive D1 having that, diode D1 having that, ma, chudama. Diode D1 is having that anode is more positive with respect to cathode. Therefore, diode D1 conducts for a positive half cycle. But what about the negative half cycle? For a negative half cycle, what should be happen? What should be happen for a negative half cycle? Diode D2 conducts. That is nothing but the full wave rectifier. Therefore, for the two half cycles, positive and also the negative half cycles, we are getting the output. That is nothing but a full wave output. That is the full wave rectifier, which conducts for positive half cycle and also for both the negative half cycle. Therefore, across the resistive load, the voltage should be V low, VL should be a full wave. That is a DC. Here again we shown that with a center trap transformer. Here for a positive half cycle, current flows from when D1 conducts, current flows when D2 conducts. This is nothing but the this is also another diagram for the center tap transformer. Therefore, the output, the resultant output should be like this. This is nothing but the full wave output which we are getting. And next one, with respect to the DC, this is nothing but the DC magnitude on of average. This is the actually this is the output we are getting. This is the output we are getting. After filtering, therefore we are getting the free. Uh, all the ripples are eliminated. Therefore, the pure DC, nearly pure DC can be observed. That is nothing but the VDC. This is a completely DC output voltage from the center tap transformer. This is nothing but the full wave center tap transformer. Here again we shown with a more number of sinusoidal waveforms with the two cycles, complete full cycles. Here this is the AC input voltage with respect to for a D1 conductor and a D2. This is nothing but D1 conducted. D2 again D1 D2 like that. Total D1 D2. The output voltage should be like this. On of average which I shown here is a VDC. For the same full wave rectifier with a center tap transformer using center tap transformer. And what about the full wave rectifier? Here if you observe, for a full wave rectifier, of a bridge type, full wave bridge rectifier type, if you observe, we are used with the 4 diodes. In previous, we observed that for full wave rectifier of a center tap transformer, we considered only two diodes as a switches, but here we are used with 4 switches of D1, D2, D3 up to D4. Here again we the AC supply voltage has been stepped down towards the required voltage of it is either 220 to 220 by 110 volts. Therefore, those are connected towards the bridge rectifier. This is nothing but the bridge rectifier. Here, if you observe, D1 and D2 are in the same position, and the D3 and D4 are in the same position. Here, A and B and PQ are the node points. If you observe, for a full wave rectifier, this is the for the full wave rectifier of a bridge type. How the output voltage could be, how the voltage. Here, for suppose for a positive half cycle, suppose it is for a positive half cycle. Therefore, for positive half cycle shown with the red symbols of arrows, red arrow marks, here positive here we are getting, and also negative here we are getting for a positive half cycle. Therefore, what should be happen? At this moment, D1 and D2 switches are on. D1 and D2 switches are conducts. Therefore, D4 and D3 and D4 are non-conducting. Only two switches are conducting, D1 and D2. Therefore, the power supply should be moving, the current will be moving towards this, towards the A to Q and towards the R load. Again, how the current can be lived means like this direction, towards the P and also B. Like this, two switches or two diodes are conducted at one instant for a positive half cycle. For a negative half cycle, again two diodes will conduct. Like that, at each and every interval of time, a half cycle of time, therefore two diodes are conducted, and after that again two diodes are conducted. Nothing but how the full wave output voltage can be the DC output voltage of a full wave output voltage rectifier from the bridge rectifier. It should be shown like this. Nothing but why we are choosing this one, nothing but why we are not choosing the center table transformer means center table before going towards the center table transformer, we will always must and should be prefer that bridge rectifier. Why? Because by using of this so many number of diodes, there is a disadvantage to be more number of switching operations should be taken place compared with respect to the center table transformers. But here we are getting the advantages to be with using of a bridge type rectifier. If any one of the diode has been getting a problem by using any short circuit problem, therefore one or any another remaining two diodes can be operated like that. That is the advantage of using bridge rectifier compared with respect to the full wave center tapped transformer. The next session we will discuss about the derivations of about with respect to the half wave rectifier and also the full wave rectifier of diode rectifiers.